Hello YouTube, it is SWGoH's #1 Vance fan, Mr. McClunky, back again with another tier list. Today I am going to be ranking every SWGoH content creator that I have ever heard of, based on how potent their cup is. So first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at Ahnald's roster. Look up Coruscant Underworld Police, and let's get a look at that potency. 35.75, which would put him in D tier, unfortunately. Remind you, this is not any judgment based on the content that they create, merely just the potency of their Coruscant Underworld Police. And also, I am grading on a curve, as some of you might have noticed. I don't want to fail everyone in the class, so I am going to kind of adjust the scores a little bit from the traditional sort of grading scale. So up next, we do have Nooch, the Star Wars dad. Let's go and take a look at his cup. Looks like he has got a 42.33, which is enough to get him into C tier. Congratulations, Nooch. Next is Xerath Prevails, and let's see what he is working with here. Let's see, Coruscant Underworld Police. I am also seeing a lot of R9 cups here. Very happy to see it. Dang, Xerath. A 76.32. That is going to bump you straight up to B tier. First B tier of the list. Next is Scribe. Egnards was telling me the other day that Scribe does not like it when people call him Scribe Gaming, because that is the name of the channel and not the moniker that he goes by. So I'm going to make sure that we use the proper name there. And let's see, Coruscant Underworld Police, and we are seeing a 41.01. Nice, another C tier, congratulations. Next, we do have Bit Dynasty, and let's go ahead and get this pulled up here. A lot of menus to back through. Alright, so we do have Bit Dynasty. Let's get Coruscant Underworld Police. Okay, so this is a non-relic cup. I'm not going to hold that against you, but a potency of 19.94. I may have to hold that against you because that is technically our first F tier of the game. Next is Urs. And so I had just heard about Urs. Was on Egnard's Discord server earlier, and I was looking for other content creators to add to this tier list. I'm going to be honest, Urs, I had not heard about you prior to making this list, but I did subscribe. I have heard some pretty good things about the content that you put out, so I'm looking forward to keep a track of that as we go. So a 31.44, that is going to put you in D tier. And by the way, I'm not doing that ranking thing where I go in between and say, oh, this person had that and that had this. There's no front a C tier and a C tier, nothing like that. Just purely assigning a letter grade to all of my fellow creators out here. Next is Calvin Awesome, the king of hoarding energy for double drop events. Let's go ahead and get your roster pulled up here. And we'll go ahead and look up the Coruscant Underworld Police. Okay, another non-relic one. This is going to be tough. Oh, 50.91. Big surprise, Calvin. That is actually a C tier, which is pretty impressive with such an undergeared cup. Up next, I do have Captain Amazing, who is another friend of the servers here. I'm going to go ahead and get him pulled up real quick. And let's take a look at that Coruscant Underworld Police. Alright. This would be so much easier if I could read. 35.56. Not bad. That is a D tier. Up next is my man Egnards. Recently did a roster review for him. He is a fellow guildmate. That ended up being one of my more popular videos, the Egnards roster review. So if you do get a chance to check that out after this, I highly recommend it. He is also rocking an R9 cup, and his potency is 72.14. Very nice, Egnards. Very nice. That will put you in B tier next to Xerath Prevails. Next on the list is my buddy Vaanced. If it were up to me, I would throw him straight to S tier, but unfortunately, I am assigning these letter grades based on stats. So let's get his Coruscant Underworld Police buddy. You have got to gear this guy. Potency 0%. That is certainly rough. That is unfortunately also going to put Vance in F tier. No disrespect, man. It's just the way the game goes. So Songera is next on the list. Let's go ahead and get that roster pulled up here. Right. And then we're looking at Coruscant Underworld Police. Okay, another non-relic. That is going to make this a little challenging. 19.7. Unfortunately, that is also an F tier for Songera. Next on the list is Fat Phil, the worst TB player in the game, according to Egnards, and I do trust him on that. Let's get his roster pulled up here real quick and take a look at what we're working with. All right, another R9, good sign here, good mods. Potency 40.56, that is going to put you in C tier. Last and certainly least is myself, Mr. McClunky. Let us go ahead and see where my cup is at here. Pull up the inventory. Of course, Underworld Police. And oh man, 136.44%. Nice. Not only am I the only S tier ranked, but also no A tier beneath me. So yeah, let me know what you think about this tier list here, and make sure you comment below what potency percentage is your cup at. Thank you so much for your time. You have a good one.